Hello and welcome to another Affinity Photo tutorial. This time I'm going to take you through my editing process. Basically, I took some photos in the city a few weeks ago and I want to blend two images and see what I can get out of them. So let me drag these two images. Let me show you first. So this is one and this is the other. So what I was thinking was to have this motion in the back and to have this crisp half of the bus. So let me take these two, import them in Affinity. There we go. Let's go down with the exposure. Okay, I'm going to fix this in afterwards, so let's develop this one. Let's develop the other one as well. As you can see here, it's a little burned, but doesn't matter for the moment. So let me take this layer and put it on top of this, and let's see what we have. Okay dokie, looking good. Let's reverse it because I want this to have a mask. So I'm going to add quickly a mask to this. B from, and let's mask this half of the bus here, something like this. Okay, now opacity is 50%, flow is 50%, hardness 50% as well. I'll leave the opacity, actually I'll put it at 70-ish, so it will give me more strength. Then I will do the following. I will click up, hold the shift and go down to have like a straight line. Go up, click, go down, holding shift and click. Now I think this is too much, so let's bring the image down. Let's make this brush bigger. Click here once, click here holding shift, and you can see that it started to blend those together. Okay, now I don't mind having the logo on the bus. Okay, something like this, looking nice. Okay, let's see what else we can do here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, make this brush smaller using the brackets, or you can go with here and make the brush smaller, but I want to have like a visual aid, so I'll do something like this. Let me see if I can bring a little bit more detail here on the bus and hide some details here. Something like this. Looking good. Zoom in, zoom out. I really like the lighting here. It's giving a good composition here. Now I want to create from these two layers, I want to create a new layer that contains everything and basically is merge visible. Is going to create a new layer with these two layers here incorporated. As you can see, now you have one. So if I'll go, for example, in adjustments, level, open the default, and I want to bring the whites like this. I want to bring the blacks a little bit. Now on the blue channel, if I'll bring this, I don't like, I want the blues to be a little more darker, so this will give me a darker sky. Then we'll go to green, do the same. I like to modify this one by one in order to find like new colors, and you'll never know until you try it. So let's see a before and after. This is before, this is after. Already starting to look a little better. Let's see what else we can do here. Vibrance. To be honest, in the end I'd like to make this black and white, so vibrance will not help me that much. So let's transform this image into a black and white image right off the bat. And this is where the magic happens. So what I would like to do is yellows, make them something like this. Green is not going to be influenced that much. Yeah, this one will reduce the light in the bus, so that's good. Okay, now I want something like this. Oh, this looks nice. I want to have like a very moody image. Okay, shadows and highlights. I always go with the default and move around the sliders, so you can see if I go shadows like this, this looks eerie. Nice. I want, so you can see where the image is burnt in the highlights. Going to darken them a little, so that's good. Now I think it's too dark. Let's see. No, and black and white adjustment, no. Levels. Okay. Shadows, and I can take the opacity, let's say to 80%. Before, after. Yeah. Slight difference. Curves on a black and white, let's see. And move a little. If you want to make the blacks like more punchier, but nah, it's good like this. Okay, this is the intensity, or you can play with master and you can bring down, or you can make like a silver print, something like this. Yeah, why not? And then I think I will crop this image. So this is the light area, so I don't want to lighten too much, so something like this. Let's see, before, after. Before, you can see it has some warm colors here, and when I apply the curve adjustment, those are flattened and you have like a very silvery image. Then what else we have here? By the way, if you don't see this adjustment tab, you can go view, studio, and you have adjustments here, and it will position, I think it's either on the right here, or you'll see it when will appear, and then you can move it around. Okay, let's see if we can crop this image. So square image, Not so much. Let's try a different thing. 3, 2, 1. 16 by 9. Okay, rule of thirds. We have this guy here in the tension. We have this tree with lights. We have the open road. We have the air Arriva bus. Go UK. Okay, something like this. It's even better. So I'd like this to be in the middle. Let me see if I can bring that to be the middle here. Crop it a little bit. Now it's in the middle. And let's see how it's going to look. Okay. Looks good, although I don't like something, and let's see where I get that wrong. Okay. So the black and white adjustment on the yellow side is playing some tricks. I think it's from here. Yeah, there you go. I didn't pay attention to the light tricks here. That's a good thing. Let's go back and see the end result. Actually, this looks very nice. This looks very nice. Have here at the top. I have something that I don't like, so let's find. No, I prefer this method. I had better results with this one. You can use healing brush tool, patch tool, but in painting brush, I think it really is doing the job. So I'd like now to burn this a little bit. I think it's too much. Control Z. Let's zoom out. Well, I think I burned too much there. So let me take the opacity to something like this. Try to burn here. Okay. It's looking good. I think we can crop more, something like this. And there you go. From here, I will export it and just put it on my website. I hope you enjoyed this little tutorial. Well, it's not a tutorial per se, but just me doing some editing and combining two images in order to obtain something, in my opinion, a little better. If you like this type of content, working in Affinity, learning Affinity, please consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, please drop me a message below, hit the like button, and of course, as you already know, hit the bell to get notified when I upload more videos. Until next time, take care.